Hey everyone, this is Brandon Freeman with Freeman's Construction. Welcome back to this beautiful new custom home that we're building in Ramona. I'm here in the kitchen. We just got all these cabinets installed. I want to talk to you about just the design process of how and when all these cabinets get designed. And then I want to walk through this kitchen with you and then kind of pull out some drawers and open up some doors and show you just the really cool features that are going in this kitchen to make it real usable. So let's take a look. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about for a minute is just the design process and kind of timeline that we go through getting all these cabinets in. So we're probably in the 2/3 to completion of this build, and the cabinets are just going in. There's a lot of work still to do. They got to be painted and all of that, and flooring, all the finishes go in. But there's a lot of laying work that's been done to get to this point. So these cabinets, kind of the timeline of when all this starts happening is, obviously, whenever we start the design, before we even break ground, there's a general idea of what we're doing in the kitchen and laundry and all those different spaces. But when the time actually comes to get the floor plans of the cabinets and start the production of those, it's when we're starting to frame this after the foundation is poured and there's walls starting to be stood up. We're really hammering on that cabinet design. One, because it takes a long time to build these cabinets. Stuff has to get ordered and materials and all that. But the larger part of it is this is all needed for the electrical layout, the plumbing layout, all of those things before those rough-in trades start happening in the build. So like all of the can lighting above me, the pendants that are going to hang over the island, all of those are dependent upon where these are in the different spaces. There's a pot filler right here coming out of the wall. It's going to be above this range. So all of that, all of the cabinet design has to be set and done before that even starts going in the walls. So it's one of those things that we start working on well before we even see the finished product in the house. So it's a fun process. It takes a lot of forethought, but the moment that all these cabinets start going in and you can step back and go, wow, there they are. That's what I've been thinking about and dreaming about all these months. And so it's a really exciting phase of the project, I feel like, for us as a builder, but also for our clients for sure. Because now they can walk into a space and they can actually feel it. They can stand at their sink and be, okay, this is what this is going to be like. So we've reached that milestone, and it's great to see it all here. So I want to take a minute and just kind of walk through this kitchen and just show you some really neat features that are functional and also just make it look really nice. So on this island here, this is going to be a stained grade island that's made out of alder. So one of the things we do, it's called a finished end. So all of the doors and drawers are a recessed panel with a shaker panel. That's kind of the design name for it. So you can see this panel is recessed from the frame of the door. So what we do, like if you look here on the end of this island, walk over here. So it just adds to this. There's a style that's added right in the middle, just to make it, just to give it one more element of design to look like the rest of the kitchen and of the house. So I want to take a look here. We got a range that's going to go in right here. And so there's a work area here and here on each side of the range. So some of the really neat things that our client did in this home is this is like a built-in silverware drawer and a knife rack right here. These are things that can be done. There's kind of an endless possibility of combinations you can do, but this is what they chose. So really functional. Go over here. So this is a taller drawer right next to the range. So this has got just like a large container for cooking utensils. This is actually a thing where you can put, you call it knives or anything, it'll go in there and stay. So nothing is shaking around, while you're opening and closing the drawer. Over here on this side is something similar. So again, we just have some canisters here where, spoons, spatulas, anything like that can be stored there without having it out on the counter or in a drawer where they lay flat. Always tend to not lay the same, and you can't shut your drawer. I have that problem at my house, but hey, it's okay. All right, so over here, this is what we call a drawer in a drawer. So we have a kind of a thinner, low-profile door here. It's about 1.5 inches tall, and this sits over the drawer and rolls back. So this is probably, well, you got about the same usable space, another 1.5 inches here. So this can be used as a junk drawer, if you want to put stuff in here and have this hide it so it's a little more discreet. So very functional, however you decide to use it. So there's a couple other features I want to talk about behind this door. Let's see what's behind this door. So here we have over here on this side of the fridge and freezer area, and also on the right hand side similar. So I'll just show, it's a similar layout, but I'll just show you this one. So this is just a drawer here that opens up, a drawer behind the door that just makes the space more functional. So you're not reaching, if these were shelves, which it's not the end of the world obviously, but it's another layer of convenience. You know, you would have to reach in here, grab it. So this just, you pull it out, it's right in front of you. So it just makes this space that much more usable. And these are all soft close too. All the doors, you can see, even if I wanted to slam this, I couldn't. So it goes, it's nice. The doors as well, you can see how they shut and they're quiet. So I want to take you around the back of the island here. This is a double active island, so there's 2 layers of it. We have the front over here, which is our dishwasher and our trash rollout, and there's like a cookie tray rollout over there. On the back side, these are cabinets. So one thing that it's common to do here is, or a common request is, I don't want any hardware under there, because this is like it's a seating area. You have stools here, they're going to be lined up. If you have a knob or a pole there, it's going to feel awesome when you smack your kneecap on it and you're really frustrated that you put a pole or a knob there. So one of the things we do here, so that we eliminate that possibility, is these are touch latches. So you just push on it and it pops out, and you can grab it. So it's just a feature to eliminate the hardware, and that can also just be a look thing. You don't want to see hardware there. And these as well, these have drawers behind the doors to make this space just a lot more usable. All right, one more thing here on the island I wanted to point out is you can see this black piece of metal. What that is, that's just a steel support for this overhang that we're gonna have. So we have about a 13-inch overhang. This is gonna be a quartz material, which is a really stable material to be able to have an overhang with, but it's just not worth taking the chance that piece isn't going to crack. So about every 2 feet, this gets a support. This is 1/2-inch steel, and it runs back about another 18 inches back onto the frame of where that first part of the active front of the island is. So this will create a very stable space for our overhang. I want to take you over here back to kind of where we started. I didn't point it out when we were here, but the hood. So this is a custom built hood. Just to match the style and the sizing of the rest of the cabinetry in here. But this is going to be a recessed hood vent that's going to go in here eventually once our appliances get installed. So all of that is all custom built and figured out during our design process. This is going to be just a beautiful looking kitchen. There's paint grade lowers on the bottom here, and then this hood is paint grade, and then we have stain grade uppers on each side with glass doors in the top. And then all of our glass doors, we have 2 cabinets here and 2 cabinets here. Those are all going to get lighting in them as well. So it's just a nice place to showcase, all those trophies that you got as a kid that you're still really proud of. Anyways, I hope you really enjoyed seeing this beautiful kitchen and how it turned out. We're really excited about it. So if you'd like more information about building a custom home or an ADU, we're doing a whole house remodel, you can check out our website at freemansconstruction.com. Click on the resources tab, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.